friends and YouTube chess lovers. I am Dhaval Khamboja and today we are going to talk on King's Pawn opening. We'll discuss two of the main lines which starts with the e4 and named as Giuoco piano and Ruy Lopez. A basic idea of the opening is to get the control on the central squares, which are the e4, e5, d4 and d5, along with development of your minor pieces, which is two knights and two bishops, and also trying to ruin opponent's control over the center and his piece development, right? So the Giuoco piano and Ruy Lopez lines are different with the bishop position on c4 as well as d5. So I'll show you. First of all, we'll discuss the normal lines of e4 opening, which starts with the e4. Now opponent's reply can be anything like c6, c5, e4, e5, e6, d6, d5 sometimes. So the many ways to play opening against the e4 line, but the main lines which we are going to discuss on this opening, and which is the most popular line as well, it is e5. Here white has many ideas to respond on this, but since we are discussing main two lines of the e4 opening, so I'll quickly move on those lines, like nf3. Now black will respond with, so here you can see the idea is to capture this pawn as well as to control the center squares. So black does is the same, it protects this pawn as well as controls the center. Now here white has two good options like bc4 as well as bc5. Now here you can see bc4, then it is the Giuoco piano opening, and bc5, then it is the Ruy Lopez opening, right? So first we will discuss Giuoco piano. It starts with bc4. Now here black has various replies like bc5, you can play bc5. The other reply is you can play nf6, but in Giuoco piano both the replies are equally played. First we will see bc5. Now bc5. Here white has many ideas. He can directly develop his knight, as well as he can play c3 first and then after d5, d4 variation. So these are the few lines the white can play. It goes, I will show you quickly, d4, then see that nf6, then d4, captures, check, bd2, takes, castle. So this is the basically Italian variation of the Giuoco piano line. Here you can see that white has good central control and it can ruin opponent's preparations in the few moves, right? Now I'll go back to this position. Yes, here white can play this as well, which is the new variation of the previous line. Here direct development of knight again controls the center well, so black can reply with the nf6. Then white can play d3 to open up his bishop, and black does is the same. Here castles, and filling diamonds, right? So here black cannot take any risks with the knight, because as it is pinned here, so black has to play either this move or this move to avoid any moves like see that if black plays the passing move like this, then we can ruin his castle like this. So the knight is pinned, so he cannot capture because the queen is hanging. So this position black is in trouble, in great trouble, because the castle will be open in few moves. this is the another line of the Giuoco piano. Now I'll discuss Ruy Lopez. In Ruy Lopez, the two knights are played like this, and then after white plays b5 instead of bc4. So bb5, right? Now white has idea to capture this knight, or to pin this knight in future if d pawn moves, and to add pressure on the e5 pawn as well as to control the center. Right here black has various moves like nf6, a6, right? So he can play any of those, like he plays nf6, then will reply with the nc3 to support this pawn as well as to control the center. Here black can reply with the a6, so we can drop back our bishop. Then immediately he can reply with the b5 as well, but it is not that widely played. So here the line goes like bc5 maybe, right? And many other lines are also there, like simply playing d6 and all the things, right? Because it is supporting this pawn and sacrificing the double pawns here. So the many lines are played on this, but the popular move is bb5, right? So here white castles, black castles, and now white can exploit this position to take this pawn, but the other pawn is hanging because of two supports after the rook move on the next move. So white cannot do. Here also a few interesting lines are there. Instead of knight, some of the player plays c3 first to take down the bishop, and many other lines are there. So you can play these openings. These are the very vital openings, e4, e5, and you can ruin your opponent, right? Thank you for watching. Please feel free to comment below that how do you like this video. We'll see you in the next video. Thank you.